Turn off the mute. There we go. Let's do this just for funsies. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm going to leave that up there.
Sweet.
So
it is fun.
Here's what it is. Kristen and I went shopping last week.
So many toys.
For this event. So I'm going to throw up the camera. Bink. I'm going to turn off Kristen. You got to lean this way because the camera's right there. So, hey. So we've got 6 minutes to go. We are at the final table of the Insomniac. $100 buy-in. We did this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Was this Kristen's idea? Thank you.
Yeah, so first time we've done this event.
Slide that camera like left. So there we go. Then you don't have to move around.
Nice.
So this whole event happened kind of as a joke.
Yeah.
When we were when you guys were streaming, and we said, hey, just for fun, let's stream a 10 o'clock tournament. Pajama tournament, because this is my wardrobe when I'm at home.
That's
when
awesome.
I'm not working. When I'm working, suit and tie, 3-piece vest, everything.
Right.
When I'm not working, I'm robe, pajamas.
That's awesome.
I just chill. And
this is not mine. Historically.
The onesie with the shoes.
The robot slippers.
I love it.
Yeah.
I got slippers on. I got Papa Bear slippers on.
Nice.
So Eddie FaceTimes me, to set up the computer, and he's, oh my God, you're in your robe. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, I'm not working.
Right.
Of course I'm in my robe. So as a joke, he said, hey, let's have a pajama party.
That's awesome.
Funny. And we're like, yeah, let's make it I don't know. And then we went through all the different things, and I was like, ooh, you know what we could do if we combine this tournament with a toy drive. So let's only give them 10K starting stack, and let's if they wear pajamas, let's give them an extra 5K bonus for fun. To incentivize people to wear pajamas and a robe, because I live in my robe. Like, it's a joke. Like at Great Clips.
Yep.
I'm like one of the 3 people in the world that have an emoji next to their name. It's a robe. Because it's, in Bemidji, small town, they all know me. We're Facebook friends.
Yeah.
And they know I live in my robe. And so when I go in there, it says Eric Anderson with a robe. And so it's just a fun gag type of thing. And so we're like, hey, yeah, if you wear your pajamas, 5K bonus. If you wear a robe, 5K bonus. If you bring a toy to donate, 5K bonus. So
did we get toy donations?
We have so many toys. Check this out.
I can't wait.
I'm going to go here. So here's Stacy. So then the staff said, can I wear pajamas? Yeah, go ahead. If you clock in after 7 o'clock, go ahead and wear pajamas.
I love it.
So these are the toys that I brought.
Look at that.
And then I'm going to go through all these different pictures that I got. Here are the players wearing pajamas.
That's awesome.
I'm going to make this bigger. Pink.
That's a good picture.
That's a great picture. And so this was to start the tournament. And look at all these people wearing pajamas.
Billy? Nice.
And bathrobes. I did not think it would be this popular.
I didn't either.
But it's excellent. It was so fun.
We, Chris and I coming in, thought we were prepared to be the only ones dressed up.
Right? And like, well, hey, at least I'm not a dork, whatever. But
look at that.
Everybody. It was so fun. And then to finish it off, we had, where are the pictures of the toys? We've got a ton of toys, and this was the funnest tournament. They were having so much fun out there.
I know. I can see it in the room. The energy is so high right now.
I can't find the other pictures, but we got a whole stack of pictures. And so then I said, all right, now maybe people aren't comfortable wearing pajamas and robes, right?
Right.
So I don't want to
penalize them.
I don't want them going, okay, I'm going to start off with 25K because I've got my robe, I've got my pajamas, I brought my toy, I get 25K. So I went, okay, let's do this then. You can bring 3 toys. All right, that's fair. 3 through 3. Now, max of 15 bonus chips. So you can bring 3 toys. Now, if you don't want to go shopping, how about you donate $10? Let's make it fair. So a $10 toy, which is a good toy, right?
Right.
I went to that whole stack. I'll turn this on again. There's my wife. We're at Walmart. Each of those toys costs like $10.88.
That's
whatever.
awesome.
So I went, okay, if you don't want to go shopping, donate $10. Then donate $10 to make up
Nice.
for the toy that you didn't buy. All right. And if you bust out, the robe and the pajamas don't count. So if you want your full $25K, the 10 you get plus the 555, donate 10, 10, 10. Or
Yep.
bring 3 more toys. I'm cool with that too.
Yep.
Guess how many dollars we raised today?
Oh, I don't even know. My fingers are crossed that it's at least more than, let's see, where are we at? We have 36 entries.
I'm going to say we
above
started
500. I'd like to be above 500.
We started the tournament with a pile of toys and $190.
Oh, wow.
Registration was open for 2 hours. Guess what we ended with?
I couldn't even tell you. Is it more than 500?
$900.
No way.
And a pile of toys. So that's super fun.
And this is the first one.
This is the first one.
My goodness.
This is with 3 days of advertising.
Nice.
And it was super fun. So it's super exciting. So we're at the final table now. Now, fun stuff.
Right.
3 of the players at this final table
Yeah.
were at the final table of the $300 tournament that started at noon.
So they
busted out
back-to-back
jumped in
finals?
this tournament, and we had 36 players, and we're down to 9. And 3 of them were at the final table before. And guess who the 4th one is? The Asian sensation.
No way.
We got done commentating on the other tournament, jumped in there. I busted out. He's still in. And
I can't wait.
It's super fun. This is going to be such a great tournament. We got 18 seconds left.
Nice. Which, speaking of, the deep stack today. Biggest deep stack pool that we've had.
50 entries.
Yeah, 12,000.
We raised the guarantee. We've been crushing the guarantee for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So we had a little team meeting, said, what do you think about raising this guarantee?
Yeah.
And just for fun, let's go ahead and raise the buy-in. So instead of $280, we made it $300 and raised it we raised the buy-in $20 and raised the guarantee $1,000.
I love it.
So we were at $8,500 guarantee, and we just crushed it with
I love
50
it.
players. So it was super fun.
Nice.
And the final table was super fun. Now look at this. Look at all these people.
I know. Shorty.
Shorty's so fun.
Look at that,
So-
Gary. Yeah, Shorty's a blast.
Gary 6 kill. So I'm going to turn on this camera again just because I need to show you what she did. So I'm going around as the tournament starts, and I'm giving away the 5K bonuses to everybody that has their bathrobe and everybody that has their thing. And I'm like, did you have a toy? Do you And she's like, you want to unwrap me? And my wife is there, and I'm like, Kristen, can I what do we do here? I don't know. And so she donated her $10 because she didn't bring a toy. It was just it was just comical. She's so fun.
She is a fun vibe.
I'm kind of worried about
She has a birthday tomorrow.
She does. Oh,
Shorty does.
super fun.
Yeah.
So we got Gary 6 Killer. He is a final table stud.
He is. He's a regular at our final table.
He is.
Now, who is this in seat 5? I don't recognize.
He's new.
Okay.
5 is new. There's Eddie, the
Look
Asian
at
sensation.
That's a great robe.
So the 1 seat right there, he was at the final table. I'm gonna.
And the
pop up
2
one
seat, I
thing.
can't remember her name, but man, she's a stud of a player.
Megan,
that's what
I'm so impressed.
She
with
is a
Megan's
rock
play.
star of a player. I've seen her
Yeah.
play before.
She busted me the last tournament I played before today. She busted me, and I was very impressed with her play. She made it to the final table in that one also.
Yeah, and Action Ashley's dad sitting in seat 3,
Oh, okay. I did not. I was going to say he's new too.
who is a former, or not former, but retired law enforcement officer.
Excellent. 3 and 5 were the two new new players. John
For you,
Wallace,
yeah.
and Joseph Sabo something. Let's just pull up everybody's name. So we've got in the 1 seat Alex Lee. He final tabled recently, like today.
Nice.
Megan, John Wallace, who was Action Ashley's dad. I didn't know that. Gary 6 Killer, just a Poker House Dallas stud.
Yeah.
Joseph Sabo, new to the final table. Asian sensation.
That's
Cup,
awesome.
CUP stands for Captain Underpairs. He is a chat regular.
Yep.
We got Shorty, and then we got Old Man.
The old man's a good cash game player.
Old Man was at the final table this morning.
Oh, my goodness.
So he went back-to-back final tables. Let's check out stack sizes. Gary Six Killer, no surprise there. He's way up at the top with 215,000. Joe Sabo right behind him, 126. Down at the bottom, we've got John Wallace with 35. Asian Sensation. A lot of short stacks here. Blinds are 3,000, 6,000. We have a lot of short stacks.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be an action-heavy table. It'll
be very active. This was such a fun tournament.
That's what everybody is
laughing.
Saying. Yep. They brought the right vibe to it.
It was super fun. And a lot of your staff, Terrell's sitting there with, pajamas.
Yep. We saw him grinning ear to ear.
Somebody asked if he was going to play, and he's like, no, I just saw that, took advantage of a situation.
That's what he said.
I can wear my pajamas? I'm in.
He was like, I'd never been able to go to work in pajamas. I wasn't going to miss out.
So with 36 players, in the middle of this hand, we got a 5, 6, 7. Both players have a 9.
And they both had the same club draw.
Yeah,
the backdoor clubs, which aren't going to matter now. Stacy in the box.
Yep. And she took full advantage of I get to wear a onesie to work.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Old man bet at it with the best hand. Let's go ahead and check out these stack sizes.
Oh, there we go.
Gary Six Killer, 35K. Down at the bottom, 5, 7, and 8 big blinds. John, Asian Sensation, and Megan. Down at the bottom. That's going to kind of handcuff her.
The bottom 4 really can just... A double up makes all the difference.
Yep. Then we got Alex, Cup, and Shorty, 13, 13, 14. Gary Six Killer, what a player. He was the first one in the birthday bash to double bag. I think we had 4 of them by the time we were done, but he was the first one.
Yeah, Gary's a beast. And I just learned recently, and it might have been from you, but I know he mentioned it too. He is the world foosball champion at one point.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. That's quite the distinction.
He also is a WSOP ring winner from Choctaw 2019, I think it was. It might have been a seniors event.
Yep. And if you go up there, you'll see his face on the banner.
Yeah.
Alex Lee. King.
So this game was just super fun.
I'm so glad.
And I expect a lot of people to be here next week.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about this a little bit. Are we going to open up every tournament to donate a toy /$10 for 5K?
I want to.
Across the board.
I want to.
From now until Christmas Eve.
Now until probably... I'd have to look at how it lines up. Let's see at the calendar. So whatever the weekend is before Christmas. That way we have time to actually donate.
Sunday.
Yeah, so I would say through the 18th maybe. And then we have this week to get the donations out properly.
And we don't. People were asking me who's getting this, and I don't know.
So we are trying to focus. So oddly enough, we have spent time trying to focus on partnering with Toys for Tots, but they are not sure they can partner with us because of the nature of what the industry is. So then we tried the Angel Tree, and they had the same concern. So we decided internally that we have so many needs here locally between homeless shelters.
Right. I love that.
There's a lot of child homelessness going on in shelters. So things like that. And then there's also hospitals.
Yeah.
So between them, I think we're going to just focus on Dallas proper and spread it around to that kind of thing.
There's Asian Sensation.
Asian Sensation. Look at that. In his natural habitat at the table.
With his Ritz-Carlton robe.
Yep.
That is my favorite robe. Oh, we got Ace
Look
King
at this.
against Ace King.
Suited Ace King.
Yep, definitely.
Shorty's going to have the offsuit Ace King.
She's got 2 flush draws. I joked about that a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And Eddie made a 4-card flush when I joked about it.
Oh, wow. Look,
it was AK against AK, and he had a 4-card flush to
ooh, Gary Six Killer, Queen Jack suited?
No, he's going to immediately let it
Yeah,
go.
with the 2 all-ins.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's my line, Eddie. We spend too much time in the booth together.
just got dramatic.
Don't do it.
Look at that. He's free rolling the turn in the river.
He's got a 70-30 to hit a
Oh,
club.
my goodness. Oh,
Right.
4 of clubs just for drama.
Yeah, give her the straight, give him the flush.
Oh, man.
Diamond, diamond, she says. Diamond, diamond. Don't do it. Okay.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
It was diamond, diamond.
It was.
I love how Stacy runs out the board. She
It's
gives us
clean. It's
drama.
dramatic. Yeah.
The other dealers, we had to tell them, hey, whoa, slow down. I'm in the booth.
'Cause they're in cash game mode.
They're like, boom, let's go.
Yep,
All in
on to the
call,
next.
Let's go. Next.
This is great.
This is so fun.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a final table with this many smiling faces.
John Wallace, one big blind.
He can do it.
Let's go.
He can do it. I legitimately, though, just watching Megan play in the past, I would not put it past her to make her way up to the final 3.
So, payouts, we had 36 players, and we're paying out the. Whoops,
Look at that.
Me, it just went away. We're paying out the
Top
top
five.
five. So, $100 flat tournament, but.
Look at that $1,000 plus up
1,000
top.
up top. We pay a little bit deeper. There's 36 players. We're playing 5, where 10% would be 3.6, round up to 4. We're paying actually 5 places.
Yeah.
Captain under pairs with the ace queen all in. Old man folds an ace 9.
Very conservative hold. Cup is a solid player, though, so when you see that move
He
go
really
all
is.
in, you know it's not a loose move.
Yeah, you know you have 3 outs with ace 9. Either he has a better ace or he has a pair, and you need to hit your ace. So
That's
you
exactly
basically
right.
got 3 outs. If he has ace queen, you need your 9. If he has pocket queens, you need to hit an ace.
Yep.
So
Oh, look at that. So did he call?
no, they folded around.
They
We're on
did,
the next
okay.
hand.
Do.
Super fun. We are on to so a new thing that you might not have seen before is I downloaded something called the commentary app.
All right.
So I have full access of whatever I want. If we want in the middle of a hand to see, hey, what's the VPIP
Oh, so
here?
that's what this
I
is.
can click this, and it'll pull up everybody's VPIP.
Ah,
I can
we got a new
hey,
toy.
what's the payouts? I can click this. I can get the payouts. I
Fantastic.
can go, what's the stack size right now? I can get that. Boom. So that's a new thing that they just
I dig that.
we just got. Before it was like, hey, what's the VPIP? No idea. Hopefully it shows up.
Now, what do you think of that?
I
Megan
missed it.
had ace 8 off with 5 bigs, and she's behind the button, so 2 behind the button, and
Middle
just
position.
snap folded.
I think her 5 bigs, she has a lot of free hands,
She does. She gets,
And-
5 free
and
hands,
she doesn't want to gamble.
and there are smaller stacks.
Right. So a few different things. Like she's still 4 away from the money. So the ICM implications are, I make nothing for the next 4 hands. I'll bet you John and Asian Sensation and Alex Lee and possibly Shorty, these guys are going to bust before I even see a blind.
I see.
So I'm going to hang out here, my ace 8, with this small stack. They're going to call me.
Right.
If I go all in for 5, Gary 6 Killer is going to call me with his 195,000 chips.
Right.
And I don't want to gamble right now. That's what I think she's thinking. I don't know. That's totally fixed.
Is it?
We don't have to worry about that. at
Oh,
all.
okay. I didn't know. I just saw it stay on that for a while.
Nope. It's
So we don't have that issue anymore?
not at all.
Oh, I love hearing that.
That's the best update that we've had in 3 weeks.
Love hearing that. Old man with ace queen suited. I feel like it is after dark.
This is Poker After Dark.
We are
It's
legit. This is the first episode.
pushing 2 a.m.
No better place to be.
It was funny because Jeremy the floor, he goes, will this be done by 5? And I went, by 5 a.m.? Yeah, it'll be done by 2.
By 3. Yeah,
I said,
for sure.
maybe 3, but it'll be done by 2. This is maybe a 4-hour tournament.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. I was like, will this be done by 5? Are you kidding me?
Even the cash floor, though, was
Oh, the
really
cash floor.
strong and energetic out there.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
They're having a good time. It's
It's a good day.
a full table.
Yeah. Ace queen versus ace jack.
So we have, oh, you know what? So one thing we have to fix, we're not seeing all this chat. We got 2 in the morning. And we got 13 players.
Oh,
in the
we're
chat.
not seeing the chat. You're right.
And I'm gonna. So that's.
I just figured they're not chatting.
No, that's a Streamlabs problem. I'm gonna go in here, and I'm going to pull up. Oh, we got a lot of chat. We got Tammy saying Maddie in the house. Sound is on. Wowza.
Oh.
Rena Hoolan says Go Cup. Chad, a.k.a. Coldest. All right, so we just missed a hand. Old Man won. John Wallace is knocked out in 9th place. Ace Queen against Ace Jack. Clean run out for Old Man. He's up to 2nd place.
Yeah, look at that. Sorry, guys. We didn't see it up on our board.
No,
we're looking on our phones now to see the chat.
Our Streamlabs not working properly. Chad says he's not new. He's a cash player. Tammy says probably a next-gen poker vlog. Chad said it wasn't next-gen. He's only 18. Who's 18? Probably the guy in the 5 seat?
No, they're talking about a cash player out on the floor, and so they're talking to each other asking who he was because they saw him blogging tonight.
Okay. Alex going back to back.
Tammy, wish you were here. We needed to see you.
This kid has a baby face. He's a very new player. Joey from California took some chips from Gary. He busted me out. Chad says he's patient. Seats 5 is not a new player, is who I said wasn't new. I didn't see next gen tonight. Only thing missing is a midnight snack, cookies and milk. Scott Freeman says I ran so bad in this, and Rena says GG John Wallace. So now we are caught up with the chat. That's my fault.
And now we see it up here.
Yeah, 22 minutes later.
Right on. That's all right.
Shorty with pocket 4s and a 8 big blinds.
8 bigs. That's enough to do damage.
So Gary
Six Killer, yeah.
He makes it 25K.
I like that, though. Ooh, open-ended straight draw.
Balls.
The 4s, and the 4s are ahead. But Shorty is...
They're ahead, but it's
she's conservative, though. I don't see her... Yeah. I don't see her holding on, though. As a player, surprising. So not in personality.
I was at her table.
Yeah.
And I would have never labeled her conservative. I would have definitely said a leg. Thank you so much. That's not for me? Who is it for? Eddie's at the table. I would love a black coffee.
I'm all right.
Thank you so much. Oh, what a slow roll. She just came and handed me a coffee and said,
then teased you with it.
This is for Eddie. Oh, man.
Which begs the question, where is Eddie?
Eddie's at the final table with 3 big blinds.
She's not used to him being at the table.
Yeah. She it was funny. She walks in here and went, "Oh,
you're not brown."
I would have bet money that my wife told her to go give me a cup of coffee because
same thing with the water.
I did not. Oh yeah, that's probably why we got the water.
Yeah.
I thought we were done working tonight. I started drinking Crown.
I know. I switched it up on you guys.
I love it though. I'm happy to be here.
I figured it's gonna go
Super
fast.
Fun.
It just seemed like everybody was in such a great mood. Let's capture it. Megan with Ace King suited, obviously. So she was short stack, so getting it in there makes perfect sense. I like the 9-10 though with Cup as well.
Right. Scott says, "What a great fun tournament. I'm glad we did this."
Hey, speaking of Scott, great job. You've been hardcore promoting it out there. Thank you for the assist. So you put a lot of time and effort. He is, all week long.
Yep.
So he has been driving it. I've been seeing it out there. And actually, I'm behind on text messages, but I saw your text. So I'm glad that we got things kind of worked out. We're going to find opportunities. But thank you for the assist.
Megan with the A and the K suited. A raise and take it. She adds 20K to her stack. And that's why she's not looking to gamble with Ace 8.
Yep. Unnecessarily.
She knows she has time. She can wait out John. She can wait out Eddie.
Yeah.
She can wait out Shorty. I'm going to listen to this. So
the chat is great. The comments.
So fun. So I felt bad for one of the players. As soon as the other tournament got done, Eddie and I jumped into the tournament. We got put at the same table, along with Action Ashley. And the poor guy,
Ashley was here too?
Yeah, she's still here. Her dad's at the table.
Yeah.
She's out in the cash game.
Oh, right on.
They brought toys. They brought clothes.
Good sports. That's fantastic.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pointing right at the camera. He's like, it's right on me right now.
Eddie, thank you so much. Eddie knows the camera's on him.
Yep.
So he can point at the camera when he knows it's pointing
Shorty
to
with
him.
Ace 10 suited. Look for her to get it in.
Yep. Hiya. And we are on the delay. Scott Friedman says you are welcome, bud. We got a jumper.
We got a jumper. Asian sensation all in with the ace-8 suited. Dead man's hand.
This is why Megan's not shoving.
Yeah.
She'll let these 3 or 4 guys bust out.
Attack each other.
Get closer to the money.
Hiya.
Little Asian on Asian crime.
Look at that. We need that on the back of his robe. It needs to say hiya.
Hiya.
Uh-oh. Lot
Queen.
cards. Oh. Very boring flop.
We're not going to chop this one. He needs exactly an 8. Or the 6 to pair. Nope.
No.
Nope. Exactly an 8. He's got 2 outs.
He's got 2 outs. Or 3 outs.
8 or 8. The 8 of clubs has been folded.
Oh, it has. Wah, wah.
So if he's out.
Nice playing, though. Spirit fingers. Look at this. Love Eddie.
He knows where the cameras are going.
Eddie is absolutely the all-star.
I want to know why he's not in here now.
Right. That explains why she was looking for
All
the
right.
coffee.
So the difference is we started drinking Crown. And,
As you do.
And he does not drink as much as I do because he grew up with a stable home life. So
he's unprepared.
So, I grew up in a town where all we did is drink. And, yeah, Tammy says now you know why she couldn't find him for the coffee.
It all comes full circle. Yep. Thank you all for watching and joining us tonight.
Yeah.
I know there was no build up to this, so you guys finding us and jumping on is fantastic.
Blue,
yeah,
out of the blue.
But I also kind of like the treasure hunt feel of this. Like you never know when we're going to pop on a stream.
It's a Easter egg.
Easter egg.
2 a.m.
There we go.
Eddie Bat says great tournament. Eddie Bat, why aren't you in here with us?
Right, the rock star himself.
I can set up a third
Woo.
camera.
There we go. Yeah, and go 3 deep in the chat.
Shorty is so fun.
Shorty is funny. Oh, Megan with Queen 10.
In the big blind.
Yeah.
Cup makes it 20K. Blinds are 4 and 8. She calls the extra 12. We got an ace, 8, deuce.
Now, obviously, we get the benefit of seeing the whole card, so we know where they're at. But I would love, like I said, I'd love for Megan just to take a stab at it and just see where she's at, but she doesn't have enough left to really do that.
Yeah, she can't risk it.
No, so she either commits or gets out.
Yeah, assuming Cup has an ace that's what he raised with,
right?
She really can't do anything with it.
Which really goes back to position matters.
Yeah, I like all parts of that. I like everything that just happened.
Yeah.
Him raising, her defending, her checking the ace, him betting the ace, her folding. Everything was played perfectly there. Gary 6 Killer up at the top.
Eddie, there is no better mascot for this tournament than you, my friend. Juice, thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see you next week.
Back next week.
This is going to be the place to be. Saturday nights.
Dakari said, let's do this on a Tuesday.
Hey, so you know what? That's a fun thing for the chat. Yeah, if you guys want to see this same format on another day of the week, put it in there or get that info to us. Tell us what day you would play. And if we could fill a couple of tables, we'll put it on the board. So tell us what you want. We'll put it on there because this was too much fun.
So fun.
Look at this hand. So Queen 10 off with Alex Lee, who has been pretty tight.
He played perfect poker in the $300 tournament this morning.
Yeah, I believe it.
He made all the right moves at all the right times. I don't even know how he busted because I had to go pick up water because you guys gave away 300 bottles of water yesterday.
Yeah, they went through all 10 cases.
So it was like 10:35, and Amber goes, "We need you to go get some water."
The floor is well hydrated.
Yeah, So I had to miss out on the last half hour, 45 minutes of the stream. So I'm not sure how he busted, but he played perfect poker up until the time I left.
Cup leading out with the best.
Gary says, I'm not calling that.
I like the new graphics.
Yeah, these this new skin that we put on there. People were saying they couldn't. The blinds and Annies were too small with the other skin, so Eddie updated to this skin, and it's so clean.
Yeah.
I really like it. Really fun. Now, one thing, the blinds are off. We are at 5 at 10, and Mike, who has been away from the action tracker for a month, forgot that he has to update the blinds.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull that up.
Can we do that here?
I can. I can go to as soon as this hand is done.
Yeah.
Like in the future.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. So we got Shorty with Queen Jack again, so look for her to get it in. So she likes this type of hand for a raise.
25K. And remember the blinds are 5 and 10, not 4 and 8 like the computer says.
Right, which makes that 25 really reasonable.
Makes it more sense.
Yeah, I like that. Gary 6 killer with Queen 10.
He's got so many chips he might defend here from the small blind. He's got a little bit invested
I can
already.
see it defend. And I'll be honest, so Gary is such a solid player, but he's one of those players where I think I would 100% of the time probably lead bets out into him because he's pretty, he's not sticky.
Right.
So I would take small stabs thinking that I can steal pots here and there. And when he stands up to any kind of
then
bet,
you can let it go.
Yep.
Because he's kind of like a fit or fold type of player.
Absolutely. And like when he sticks around, it's generally not on a draw, and he's got a pretty damaging hand.
And when you know that, you don't have to bluff big. You can just min-click it,
Absolutely.
and he just lets it go.
Yep. On to the next. Now, I'll say this as well. Gary also understands the significance of the clock and the blinds going up. He's very aware of where his stack is in relation to the blinds.
Yeah, and Shorty's up to 18 big blinds now.
Yeah, she's been climbing her way back up.
Megan down to 4. She's going to have to find a spot.
Joseph with ace jack off and 13 bigs. Imagine that if anybody comes in with any kind of raise, he just gets it in.
Gary's just going to call the 10K.
Which is smart. Yeah.
You see how frustrated Gary's like,
I just wasted those chips.
I just wanted to see a flop with a suited queen. Cup's not ever calling with a 5 deuce off.
No, he's not that player.
No.
Not at all.
He's very solid.
Yes, he is. Here we go. It's going to be on to the next.
So the chip counts will be off.
Because of the blinds.
Because of the blinds.
Sure.
So it'll be off by a couple of
So now that we're done with that hand, can we update this?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, so we just have to wait for the delay to kick through?
Yeah, we've got to wait 10 minutes for it to pop through the proper ones.
Yep.
And I actually, we're already in the future on 10:15, so I just updated that in the past. So, like, real time, we'll see it in 10 minutes.
The future is great.
Juice says Gary is very talkative, too. Gary has stories, man. If you ever have the pleasure to sit down with Gary 6 Killer, and that is his real name, Asian Sensation, sent me a text. He goes, "What's Gary's last name?" I was like, 6 Killer. He's like, "No, what's his real last name?" I'm like, "Bro, 6 Killer." He's like, "Serious gangster."
It is.
That's the
such a great
last name ever.
It absolutely is.
It's like, I know we call him 6 Killer, but what's his real last name?
Shorty's over there giving those cards a workout.
That is the only problem with streaming these fun games.
Yes.
Is
the sensitivity of the cards.
Yeah, they're not. The players are not taking into account that $150 deck of cards.
No.
That they need to be gentle with.
No.
They're not.
There's no emotional resonance to the average player.
Like, whatever. I mean,
yeah. Not my problem. That's your problem.
Exactly. They don't care about my TV show.
Yeah.
They're playing cards.
Yep.
You know, and in their defense, it's not their problem to care about my TV show, but that's expensive.
Megan with the 10-7 suited. If she was in a blind, I would look for her to get frisky with it, but not now.
Early position.
Not at 4 bigs.
She's waiting for something that
Gary,
will
though, hitting a
have
string of
showdown
cards.
value.
So king, queen, looking for him to lead. I'd like to see the 25 again. Yeah, absolutely.
When I played with Megan and she had a ton of chips, she was raising with 7-10.
There's very few players I think I would fear at the final table more than Megan. I'm telling you, I can't sing her praises enough. She's a very difficult player to play against. And even seeing it in the booth and being on this side of it, it's very difficult to see a strategy line that would be effective against her.
Right.
She's a very solid player. You just have to outdraw and get lucky.
The first time I saw her was when I played against her, and she took me out. I had the best hand when I went in, but she had the chips and a good drawing hand and ended up busting me. And then she made it to the final table, and I was really impressed watching her play. I actually asked her before this, I was like, hey, did you go back and watch that? She goes, I couldn't find it. And I was like, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. She goes, are you serious? Oh, we're going to go watch that. So she's excited to go watch that. Now she has 2 to watch.
That's right. She's got content waiting on her. Old man makes a nice, perfect laydown.
Gary just hits top pair. And
like he does.
Bets it out. You know, nothing too creative.
Nope. Look at this, though. Alex Lee with that stack. I know it's not completely accurate, but that's
78,000 chips.
Yeah.
9 big blinds.
He's just patient.
Yeah, he's...
I keep thinking at any point he's going to attack the blinds.
So check this out. You might not have noticed. It already popped up with Megan's hands before Stacy started dealing. How did they do that?
This is the update you were telling me.
This is a brand new update.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
Yep. So
we don't... Okay.
So
the cards are not known until after the hand is done.
Exactly.
But because of the delay...
We're on the delay.
Oh.
As soon as the person running action tracker hits go, it puts in the cards that it knows from 15 minutes ago.
That's fantastic.
So it puts it in there immediately.
And this is strictly a security precaution.
Yeah, so we can't.
And I love it.
Like, previously, if you were in the broadcast booth, not the commentary area, but the broadcast booth, you would see everything live.
Right.
You can't do that anymore. It doesn't show any live cards at all.
And based on events and recent news, that makes perfect sense. I like this update.
And, like, for instance, like our team, when I was gone, asked me for the password, and I told them no. I said, I want to be
You're the only one that has the password.
I want to be able to confidently say, I am the only one that knows this.
Yep.
And they went, okay, that's fair. So I would log in and do the pass. Wow, what a flop for Alex Lee. Oh, Megan, you played perfect poker and got in good.
And that's what I was saying, is that's kind of how it usually has to happen to take Megan out, is you just have to draw lucky.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Just a boat.
Just a boat.
Yep.
Good hand. She goes, that was not a good hand.
Megan tapping the tank.
Yeah. So she does exit in 7th place.
She does.
Expect to see more of Megan in the next,
Yeah.
final tables.
Good job, Megan. Not the finish that I was counting on, but well played.
I mean, that's poker.
It is. It's a heartbreaking game, but she got it in the best way.
Mm-hmm. So right now, Stacy's shuffling, and we already know what the cards are going to be.
Yeah, this is cool. I didn't even pay attention to that.
It's very disconcerting.
A little bit, because you feel like something's off.
I'm like, whoa.
Right.
How do we know that? Well, because we're on the delay, and the computer 15 minutes from now knows what it's going to be, so it just retro puts it in.
I love it.
It freaked me out the first time it happened.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
So now we're on the bubble.
We are.
Stacy does such a good job at this table.
Super big fan of Stacy.
Yeah, she's very clear. She tracks the action really well.
She does the drama well.
She does.
She takes her time so we can talk about what's going on.
Yeah. Makes our job very, very easy.
Gary Six Killer flopping top here.
Just what he does.
Kicker.
Now, Joseph does have a gut shot draw. A 10 drops, very innocuous.
He only has 2 outs. The 10 of hearts and the 10 of clubs have been folded. He doesn't know that, but he lets it go.
Wise. For those that are following along in the chat and that are joining us tonight, if you're not here at Poker House while we're doing this fun game, what are you doing tonight? So what are your Saturday night plans, or I guess Sunday morning plans?
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
I forget, we're in a whole new day.
Speaking of Sunday morning, at 1 o'clock, we have a Deep Stack Turbo, $130 buy-in.
1 p.m.
Yeah, 1 p.m. in 9 hours. No. Is that right? 11 hours.
11 hours.
In 11 hours. Don't rub it so hard, Eddie tells her. It's a $150 deck. Don't rub it so hard.
Please.
She's like, wait, what? What's the problem?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Shorty does not like to be chastised.
So, our Turbo Deep Stack.
Yes.
15-minute levels, 30K starting stack, $130 buy-in. No guarantee normally. Next week, December 11th, 1 p.m. starting time, 30K starting stack, 15-minute levels, $130 buy-in, 10K guarantee. Next
Whoa.
Sunday. Next Sunday, 1 p.m. The last time we did this, we had $11,000 in the prize pool.
My goodness. It's going to be quite the day. You know what else happens tomorrow that I'm excited about?
What happens tomorrow?
6 p.m.
We have the next
Unveiling.
gen. Oh,
No, the unveiling of a brand new tournament.
the crazy pineapple bounty tournament.
Yes.
$180
So excited
buy-in,
for this.
$50 bounty. Super fun. And we also had such success with that tournament. We wanted to stream it, but Sunday is the next gen day.
That's right. They have that locked in on the schedule.
So we didn't move. We added a crazy pineapple $130 buy-in to Tuesday.
That's right.
And we'll stream that.
Which was also,
So fun.
it was a blast.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch 3 cards and watch them fold them.
Yeah.
We just have to train the dealers. King was in there, didn't realize
On the all-ins in the process?
No, just mucking the
antenna.
Yeah, he didn't realize he had to muck the
Yes.
discards. And
Yeah.
so for like 4 hands in a row, we didn't
We
see
missed out
anything
on 'em.
because he wasn't mucking the discards.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole new training protocol.
And Min's like, I told him to put him over there. Well, you didn't tell him you have to muck on the 9 seat. You
That's
just,
right.
it's a total.
And you have to let it hover there for a couple of
Yeah.
seconds.
He was just like, all right, I'll discard over here, whatever. That's
Yeah,
fine. I'll do
fine.
whatever you want.
Moving right along. Gary Six Killer. Yet again. Ace Queen. Another solid starting hand.
He's getting good hands on the button. Makes it 40K. Cup's not going to call.
This is what happens with Gary, though. At the right time on final tables, he just runs so solid.
He's pure. Let's
You
listen
can
to
hear
these guys.
there's a universal no chop discussion.
I love it. I'm anti-chop.
Yeah, I'm just here for all the drama. I like chaos. I like controlled chaos, just to
He
be
says,
clear.
he says we're not chopping. If you want to make some money, we're playing till 3 a.m.
It's awesome.
I love that.
Well, I'm here
attitude.
for it. I got nowhere better to be.
No, this is great.
Yeah.
And for the record, they did not chop the $300
They
deep
didn't?
stack.
So
They did
that's a
not.
stream I haven't gotten to see yet.
It was
So
this morning.
I was busy in Ardmore, so I missed all of that.
Alex Lee.
Not all in, just
No.
a solid raise. It is a very healthy 3x raise.
Oh, God, he runs
Oh.
into kings.
And he's been so patient, too. We were just commenting on that. But, I mean, again, that's poker. You're telling yourself, any big ace, any pocket pair, you wait for it. Nope. Now he's just going to have to hope the deck bails him out and he can catch up.
Yeah, he's got an 80-20 disadvantage.
I don't know, the chat stall on us?
No, I checked Facebook, and they're just sleeping. It's late.
Ugh.
It's 2 in the morning.
Fail. We rely on you guys to keep the content going and fresh. Fair enough, though. I understand.
6, 7, 8.
Oh, now he's got some drama. Here we go.
5, a 9, a 10. He's got 8 clean outs.
Now the kings have to sweat.
2 5s have been folded, so he's only got 8 clean outs. But that's a 60-40 coin flip right now.
It's just nice to know when you're the 9s that you have a chance.
Yeah, 5, 9, 10. He's not looking at 2 outs. He's looking at 8 outs.
And again,
I love Stacy.
I was going to say, Stacy knows how to draw out the drama.
Running.
Well played,
freeze.
though, Alex.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Everyone else to the final 5. Congratulations to the final 5. They're in the money.
All right, let's check out these payouts.
Old Man, Cup, Gary Six Killer, Joseph, and Shorty. The Fab 5.
Next out, guaranteed $314. VPIP in the Insomniac, Gary Six Killer, 40%. We are on hand 20.
Speaking of Insomniac as a name and Scott Friedman, so he actually coined the name.
He did.
So make sure he gets full credit on it.
Yeah, I was going to call it the Pajama Party.
I think we just combined them.
Let's go.
But the Insomniac made so much sense.
Insomniac / Pajama Party / Toy Drive.
If this is as much fun as it is tonight in future tournaments, look for this to stick around even after the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, we can always. There's always a need.
What?
There's always a need.
Good point. So the benefit will change.
Yeah,
but we'll keep it going.
It doesn't have to be Christmas, but there's always somebody that needs something.
And speaking of, I mean, I saw a thing the other day that talked about how the homeless shelters here are low in their food banks.
Let's do it.
And
Instead
that's
of
a whole
toy,
other
let's
one.
bring some food.
Bring some food, canned goods.
You know what? All right. So here's
or the
story.
donation. Yeah.
So like probably 20 years ago. I'm gonna make sure there's not a hand going on. So probably like 20 years ago, they were doing a food drive and whatever, and they're like, "Hey, give money. It's way easier." And I was like, "Whatever. What a scam." Just give us money. Don't give us food. And I was like, whatever. And then an old neighbor of mine says, "Eric, what are you doing today?" And I'm like in my early 20s, and I'm like, "I don't have anything planned." He goes, "Well, come with me. You're gonna enjoy this." So we went to the food bank, right, and volunteered, and we're stacking and organizing stuff. And I'm like, "Man, the cans aren't fitting together. My OCD is just erupting." And I'm like, "You know what would be better? Instead of you guys donating cans of food that's just all." If you gave us money, I could go buy stuff in bulk. It would be so much better.
Flats of food, yeah.
And I thought, that's why they want us to donate money instead of food, because then they can. It's so much more productive. Instead of me buying a can of soup for $1, they could buy 10 cans for $6 or whatever. It's just so much more effective. So we could do that.
We could.
Like just have people donate money.
We will do that. I like that.
I love it.
I like having just the ability and the support from ownership for us to contribute to the city that we're in. Right. So, yeah. It feels good.
And especially as a player, because I'm a player first, if I know like this add-on is not going to the casino, not going to the house,
right?
It's going to the dealers, I feel better. If it's going to a benefit, I feel even better.
I do too.
Like if it's $100 tournament and I donate $30 more,
right?
I'm all in for if I know it's going to kids, if I know it's going to somebody that needs it, rather than a big corporation or whatever. I'm all in for that, and I'm excited to do it.
Absolutely. It changes the emotional tag.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's not a cost. Now it's a choice.
Yeah. I'm loving it.
Yep.
And which is why we raised $900 tonight.
Man, can we just give a hats off applause to the group here tonight that even contributed. Yeah. The best members in the world. I say it all the time. I love our room. I love these players.
Oh, Cup.
Look at this.
Gary checked the best hand on the flop and caught up on him.
Now he'll get away from it.
Yeah, for sure. They were guessing he had 4 or 5, and
we know better.
He just had the king.
Yeah,
and
enough.
Gary's.
And he feels confident where he's at.
He's like, I've been here, done this. There's no problem here.
No, Gary never feels rushed. I've noticed. I've seen Gary all the way down to 3 bigs, and he just never behaves like he's rushed to find a hand. It's a great quality, I think, in a poker player.
Now, in the future, we're at 10:20. I'm going to go in here on the next hand and
update the future.
Yeah, assuming
It's Shorty with King 10 suited, so she's got 5 bigs. You know she's shipping it in.
Cup's got a couple of threes. He's just gonna limp, or he call. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are the blinds 15? They are 15.
Yep.
So he just called.
There
She's
she
all in
goes.
with King 10.
Absolutely.
This puts Cup in a spot. If it folds around to him,
he has to take the call.
I think
I would think. If it's heads up and you know the action's complete.
Yeah, and you've got last action.
Yeah. And a chance to ladder up. And this is one of those things that, I think it's true for probably every player at this table now as I look around, but especially for Cup. Cup does not play to min cash.
He's not trying to ladder up from 317 to 346.
No.
He's
trying to acquire and accumulate chips.
And not that even the $1,000, I'm not discounting that, but he wants the win.
He does.
More than the money. He wants the win.
And the story that goes with it.
And so I think this is a call.
I think so too. I think he brings himself to a call.
He knows it's 50-50 at best. If she has pocket fours, he's way behind. But at best, she has 2 overcards, and he does let it go.
There you go. And I'm not mad at it, but I really thought he was going to make the call.
No, I set that
and
up
the shorty victory.
just because she has 9 big blinds. If he loses the extra 4,
right,
he's down to 5 big blinds, and he doesn't want to flip and be left with 4 or 5 big blinds.
He still wants to have some strength to his stack.
Pre-flop raising pretty even. Gary, Joe, and Cup all at 17%. Shorty and Old Man at 13%, which means Gary, Joe, and Cup raised 1 time more than the other 2.
I like it.
Very small sample size of 24 hands.
The D-Gen tournament.
Yeah, anytime you guys want to do this, I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys
our 11 o'clocks are open.
No, for sure. If you want
or our 10 o'clocks, yeah.
I mean, I don't want my dealers going 2 balls all night because there's nobody here. I want 4 tables in tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, just the energy for this. Bring it on all day long, all week long. Yeah, I'm here for this. And I guarantee our staff, if we start implementing the after 7 p.m. pajama rule, you talk about a morale booster.
Terrell loved that. He's like, on the stream, somebody said, "Hey, are you jumping in the tournament?" And he's like, "No, you got pajamas." And somebody else said, he saw an opportunity. I can wear my pajamas. I'm in. This is so comfortable. Cup trying to decide whether or not to defend with a king 7. I don't love that. I don't love that.
Not based on, because I would have rather seen him commit these chips to the call on the last hand.
Oh, this is so rough. He hits middle pair, no kicker.
Well, and that's the position that you put yourself in when you call with a hand like this. So when you hit, what are you hoping for?
Yeah. You'd rather hit a 7 than a king, honestly.
Right, because you can get away from it.
Yeah.
But again, knowing the history with Gary, when he's betting out,
this is going to be a snap fold from Cup.
I would hope.
He doesn't like it.
No, he doesn't. But again, I would have much rather he committed these chips to the last hand.
Yeah.
And not this one. Right, with a pair. Already going into it.
And Gary's not the one I'm going to call with king high to defend my big blind. Even though with the big blind and the ante, he does fold.
He does.
He
got
there.
Got
to the right conclusion.
He doesn't like it.
No, I don't really know. I didn't expect him to defend with king 7 off.
I wonder if he lost track of who he was defending against.
Right. And that's the problem when you put out your big blind and your ante, and he bets.
You feel like you're so committed
I got
to
a
the
king.
hand.
Let's just try this. I've already got so much invested.
I've fallen victim to that.
Oh, all the time.
Ooh, pocket nines with old man, and we see the third nine in Gary Sixkiller's hand.
Down to 5 players. We are in the money.
We are. Pocket nines, ship it. Now we saw Alex Lee ship it with nines and did not run well. Let's see if someone else wakes up with pocket kings.
It's 117 to call out of your 220. Queen Jack, 2 face cards, 5-handed.
I don't see him calling.
I don't either, but it's a really. I mean, I can see him thinking about it. But
Yeah.
That's not an easy fold.
Now, Shorty with the King
Shorty's
Jack,
calling.
I see that 7 bigs going in.
King Jack suited
Yeah.
looks way prettier than Queen Jack offsuit.
It does, and in her spot,
Yeah.
I don't blame this call at all.
Not at all. Not at all. She's big blind, so she's already in.
Yeah. She has a lot of her money invested into this pot.
Yep.
Why not take the race?
And we saw that the Kings and the Jacks have been folded, so she's got like 4 outs.
Now, not a
5
great
outs.
flop for her, but she still has options.
She's got
So
5
a
outs.
club on the turn would be fun.
Oh, all right.
The back door is staying open.
Backdoor
Wow.
clubs have been so good in this room the last week.
I just like the drama.
Oh, it doesn't.
And it does
get
not
a
happen.
Red 6. She needed a Jack. and a
Well
king
played, Shorty.
Or a club. That was a lot of outs.
Shorty actually knew 3 days ago she was planning her weekend plans to change so
Okay.
that she could be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
How'd she know about it? From watching?
We had talked about this a few days ago when I saw her in the room. In passing, she heard us just talking at a table
Okay.
and wanted to clarify what we were talking about and said, well, that sounds like too much fun. So then she sent a message saying that she is actively rewiring her plans
I love
to
it.
participate.
That's exciting. Now, in the chat, Tammy says with money, you can also buy non-food items if people need deodorant, baby wipes, etc.
So that's a key important detail that rarely gets talked about, I think.
And we can give these guys $900 and say, you do what you need
They know
to
what
do
they
with
need.
it, because I don't know what you need. I
No.
mean, I think you need a teddy bear. Maybe you need something more important.
And I like to believe that if you're in the industry of helping other humans,
You're there yeah.
I'm going to just err on the side of you're
I'm gonna
there
just
for a
trust
reason.
them.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Caleb Smith says, if you implement this, I will show up in a onesie. All right, Caleb.
It's a done deal.
Bet. I'll see you Saturday.
Yeah.
Tammy then says, I used to do couponing to buy things like that to donate
Absolutely.
to local veterans' homes. When I got moved, I'll start doing stores, deals I can find. I love it, Tammy.
Yeah, so this is great. This is a movement.
I'm in.
Yeah, I am too.
I mean, we can.
I mean, this is kindling to something that's really going to be significantly.
So Shorty is in for less than a big blind. She's
It's
got
a race. She's going to have to win a
4K
few of them.
The small blind.
Chip in a chair.
Old man gets change back from his big blind.
Yep. So because of
It's
what
a
was
flip.
folded, we see her slightly
She's
ahead.
Actually, statistically ahead because some of the kings and twos and diamonds have been folded.
That's right.
3.
No, right now, Old Man is still leading with King High now that the flop is out.
Yep. Shorty does need a.
She needs to
queen
improve.
Or a 9. All queens
They're all
and
live.
nines are live.
Yeah.
So she's got 6 clean outs at 16%.
All right, here we go. The Magic River. Bam. Does not come.
King High wins. Shorty, it was super entertaining having you.
Yep. Great game.
Can't wait till next Saturday.
Thank you again for joining us.
We're down to 4 players. She does take home $317 for her journey today.
Absolutely. So the next place is going to get 346 guaranteed. We're down to the final 4. As you can tell, they're still having a great time, even when they bust out. And when you can bust out with a smile and a laugh,
We're having a blast.
we're having a blast.
I'm going to pop up here and see.
Yeah.
backside
I mean, they're
view.
still playing for money. But playing for a cause, it's a whole different vibe. I love the energy. this is the side of poker I wish the public really got to intimately see. The non-poker player public. They don't understand what the community is.
Dark, you know.
There's a misconception.
Yeah, there really is.
So there's an element of that probably exists somewhere, but that's not what this is.
Well, that's anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, pick a topic that's you know.
There's an underbelly to everything.
Yeah. Even
there
something as altruistic as school teacher. You know?
Right.
Yeah. You ever see the news of the
oh my goodness
bad school teachers? You know.
Yep. But I wish this is something that, and I also wish that the media would pick up and do a lot more on portraying the reality of this. It's not sexy.
They want the drama. They want the dirt.
Right. It's not sensational. Portraying any community in a way that cares about each other is just something that's not topical, and I wish it was.
I mean, we can just force it on them and make it so good that they, you know.
That's what I want to do. Like I said, I want to create and establish the movement where it becomes so loud they have no choice but to put a spotlight on it.
And if they don't do it, we'll just do it ourselves.
There we go.
Post it on
we have a TV
socials.
show.
I'm in. Let's
blow it up. Grow the show, guys. We want to use this platform for a lot of great things.
Cup under the gun with a king and 4 big blinds. Now he's right at that spot with 4 players left.
Yeah.
Where
he's going to have to make a decision so that he can build his stack up.
He's got a king. Well, the thing is, next hand, a third of his stack is in the ante.
Yep.
And so he needs to pick a spot right now. And he might get 3 folds and just pick up the blinds and antes. And life is good. You know?
Absolutely.
Joe in the big blind is going to call with an ace. In my prediction. He's got Acey Deucey, the kids game.
Tammy says there's so much negative in the news about rooms that we're going to be the good. Absolutely. We are. And we have the right team here to really get behind this message and drive it. All right, Cup. I'm biased. I want to see Cup do well.
Oh.
And he does.
He hits him. Joe made the right call.
Absolutely.
Ace high.
All day
big
long.
Blind.
Yeah, and a chance for a knockout.
Oh.
There it goes.
Now Cup needs a king or a 7. They are all live. He's got 5 outs one time. This is what 12% looks
now,
like.
we haven't seen the river save anybody.
10 ball.
Yeah. Well played, Cup. Once again, always a pleasure to see you at a final table. Congratulations on the cash. So, final 3.
Taking home $346.
Yeah. Next one up, $432. Look at this final table. So, we got Joseph, Old Man, and Gary Six Killer, which is really no surprise at all.
No.
I'm not surprised by any of these names. Now, admittedly, Joseph is the only one that is not somebody I'm familiar with.
I was going to say I'm surprised with Joe Sabo.
Yeah,
because
now that
I don't know him. He
block a chop.
Want to play it out? I'm fine with either. I like.
Old Man proposing either option.
I'd like to play. I'm down to play. Yeah.
All right, good.
So Joseph wants to
said,
play.
Let's play. So it was funny because Old Man was referencing the chop block, which is
the conversation with you.
Me.
Yeah, that's exactly
He's like,
right.
you know, I know in the commentary they like the chop block, but I'm done to do whatever. And Joe goes, "Let's play." He said it nicely, but he's like, "No,
he did.
we're
He
gonna
wants to play." Well, and here it is. So we don't have a opinion beyond, what we feel when we play at the table.
Right.
But here in the booth, the more content we get out of a game, the more excited we get. So we are biased in that we like to see games play all the way down because, as we've commented, you very rarely get opportunities to play three-handed or heads-up poker.
For sure.
And so when you get that opportunity to build up that skill set, you have a significant edge over the field as a whole.
Yeah, so many times over the last 10 years when I've been traveling around the country putting on tournaments, $1,000 buy-ins where we're playing for $100,000, $200,000 up top.
Right.
And we get down to, and I've said this before, we get down to 9 players in a 1,000-person tournament, and everybody's pretty good. And then we get down to 8 people, and 7 people, and 6 people, and about 6 people, you can tell who's being uncomfortable.
Yep.
Who hasn't been here before. 5 people, at 4 people, they're really on edge because they've already chopped by now, and they've never been here before. After the internet got shut down, when the internet was going on, you could get to final tables every day, 2, 3, 4 times.
Right.
But when that stopped in 2012,
It's
don't
done at the
have
progression of the field.
opportunity to do that anymore.
That's right.
So if you get to a fight, 36 players, and it's hard, 4 people are going to get to, 10% of the people are going to get down to 4-handed.
That's right.
So it's really hard, and you can't do that again until tomorrow or the next. Once a day.
You can't just quickly jump to the
Right.
next game. Juice in the chat was saying that he was talking to Joseph earlier today, and he's fresh in from California.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining our room tonight. So there we go. We see old man now with 13. I mean, this is pretty much an even field.
13, 14, 15 big blinds apiece. This
Yeah.
is,
I mean, what a great three-way kickoff.
Yeah. Which is where they would say, hey, let's just chop it. And
Chop it even.
There's,
All 3 spots.
There's 2,100 in the. Let's all take 700. We'll all get second place money.
Right.
And that's what you hear these people saying. And I like Joe saying, no, I don't care about the $300. Let's just play.
Yeah, at this point.
In this tournament, I don't care about $300 between first and second. But when I'm playing Danielle's birthday bash and it's $20,000 between first and second,
Right.
I want to know how to play heads up.
And not only that, how often do you get to play on a live stream?
Right.
And then you're down to the final 3, regardless of the money.
Now, Thursday, when we had a 3-hour live stream, and they went 4-handed for an hour.
Oh, wow.
And then they went 3-handed.
You started wishing for the chop?
I'm like, oh my God.
Please, please chop.
They finally chopped heads up. And I was, yay.
Yeah.
That was such a long, they were down to, I think the average stack was 8 big blinds. And before they finally chopped. And that's a situation where we're not playing poker anymore. We're just seeing who gets dealt the best cards
It's just
twice.
flips. Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
And so I don't mind chopping in that situation. But when you've got,
Depth.
15, 20 big blinds, let's play it out, But when you're down to 8 big blinds on the table, okay, fine. Let's chop it.
Yep. Gary picking up more. Shows the pair.
I got a
pocket
pair.
4s 3-handed is a huge hand.
And he shrugs like, I know it's not much, but it's the best hand,
Yep. What do you want me to do? Yeah, and they're just trading position from hand to hand.
Right. And that's what they did the last tournament. They just went back and forth, and it was just crazy. All right, I'm going to pop in here and
Look at this. So Gary 6 killer with King 8 suited, which is not a hand he normally gets married to. But I can see him defending. I don't know. With old man, he's going to probably ship it in with pocket 7s.
Oh, for sure.
Well, no, just the raise. All right. Well, for that, look at this. All of them have defendable hands.
Yeah, they've all King 8 suited, King 9 suited, pocket 7s.
Nope, not for Gary. But yeah, I don't blame this defense at all. King 9 suited, 3-handed.
For just a min click.
Now,
Blinds are 10,000, 20,000. Now this is a
old
good
man
hand for
probably
old man.
feels great about this flop.
Yep.
8 high is exactly the wheelhouse you want to see.
So there's 273 in the pot. The blind is 40,000. I think he goes like 80, maybe 100.
He might be able to induce a call.
A little bit higher. He went 150. And he shows. I love show. My personal preference is a lot of people say I never show. You have to pay to see my cards. Personally, when I'm short-handed like this, I always show my good hands.
Yeah.
Because I want to instill upon you, I always have it. Yes, fold. Good fold. I'm going to reward you for folding. That way I can steal from you.
I show quite a bit depending on the story I'm trying to tell.
I never show the bluffs.
I
Unless
show
I'm trying to
quite
get
a
somebody
bit.
on tilt.
That's exactly. Yeah. And that's usually, so I'll try and show 4 or 5 really strong hands in a short period of time. And then I'll try and show 2 or 3 solid back-to-back-to-back bluffs and just really get people just confused and irritated.
I will usually show a bluff. Like if I bluff Eddie, I'm going to show him, for instance. But
True love.
I will needle my friends with a bluff.
Yeah.
And I did that tonight when I bet. I raised pre-flop with 6-8. The flop came out 7-7-8. The guy checks in the dark, and I bet. And I said, in the dark. Well, I saw my 8. So I thought I had the best hand. I was value betting.
Sure.
And he laughed and called me, and the turn came out. He checked again, and I went all in as a value, and he folded Jack 8 face up.
Oh, wow.
And so I showed him 6-8. And he's like, oh, God.
Mistakes were made.
And I was like, well, I thought I was ahead. Good read. He goes, I thought I was. He goes, oh, man, I thought you had it. I go, so did I. So good read. Your read was correct. Because I also thought I had it.
Right.
Pre-flop raising, Old Man, 22%. Gary Six Killer, 17%. Joey Sabo, 14%. So he's not raising as much as these old-timers.
He hasn't been getting hands either.
Speaking of Old Man, funny story. He was in the 1 seat. I was in the 2 seat. Amber comes up with the coffee. And he was in the middle of a hand, so she's sitting there waiting to hand him the coffee. And I go, oh, man, your coffee's here. And she looked at me like, oh, that was so rude. I said,
Having no idea.
No, his name is Old Man, and his coffee is here. Old Man, your coffee's here. But if you don't know all of the important parts of this.
It establishes a very different impression of you.
Hey, Old Man, your coffee's here.
Oh, man.
So we're three-handed, guaranteed $432.
Yeah, and you see Gary shaking his head, being very methodical about his decision-making.
Oh, he's like, I'm in the big blind. I just put out 40 for the ante.
Yeah.
I'm 20 for the ante, 20 for the blinds, and it's going to cost me 40 more. I've got 10-8. Can I just see a flop one time? Jeez. Okay, never mind. Let's go to the next hand. And Gary went from top to bottom in just a few short hands. They flip-flopped. Didn't do anything wrong. It's just the nature of poker.
That's it. Just trading it around. But I do enjoy seeing now, do they stick with this plan of no chop? Because as the blinds go up, to your point, it's going to become just a flip fest.
Gary has statistically and traditionally done very well in the Thursday night deep stack tournaments. I think he chopped like 2 or 3 times in a row. He chopped with the most chips, so he, had first place basically. He's not opposed to chopping.
No.
Yeah, he
Same with Old Man.
Yeah. And Joe, I think, is the chop block on this table right now. And he's a chop block with the chip lead. So that makes sense.
It does.
I do love Gary's smile. Whenever I try to take his picture, he does that.
Yeah, and once again, the parity of the final 3 stacks.
13, 13, 15. Joey just a little bit ahead.
Just edged.
I mean, but it's
half a blind.
Yeah, it's like nothing. You get it all in with one or the other gets it in, and it's a 2-to-1 chip lead against the remaining person.
Right. Pocket 8s now for Gary Six Killer.
And they're also closely stacked. There's an argument to be made for just ripping it in and picking up the blinds and antes.
Yeah, but you want to get value and equity out of these hands.
That's the other thing.
Yeah. Now, I'm not a fan of that raise. I get it's a 3x raise, but at this point, I think I'd be raising to 40,000.
And there's an all-in and a call.
Sure.
I mean, that's just how that hand plays out. This hand was decided when Stacy cut the deck. Ace-King versus 8-8. He's looking...
What is he looking at?
He wants to see what the value is. He's like, do I fold right now? How much is third place? Is it worth it for me to fold and try to get second place?
Yeah.
And I think he's going to decide it's not. It's time to race.
It's
I
funny
love
that he
I
looked
love
at it
that he's
there.
taking into all this. He's taking all of the information into account before he makes his decision, because he knows. At best, he's flipping.
Right.
At worst, old man has better than pocket eights. He might be doing this like pocket sevens, but probably not. So he hopes he's flipping.
Yeah, and it would be his tournament life on the line. So Gary would be at risk, not old man.
Yeah, it's so close. If old man loses, he's got 3 big blinds left. So it's essentially whoever loses this flip is third place.
$300 mistake.
Yeah. I want to listen.
Yeah.
Now, old man is like, oh, did I step in it? I mean, how strong is he? He's got a pair now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's he's still thinking. Old man is just like, okay, go away now.
Yeah. So he's taking a good assessment of his stack. Like, where exactly am I?
Right now, old man knows it's a flip and he's behind.
Which, yeah. So when Gary has taken this much time to think about it, you can cancel out aces,
Yeah.
kings, and queens.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, he makes the call?
237.
Nope. He's still confirming.
yeah.
So now he's starting to see where he's at.
Now, she said 237. Our stack size is off because of the blinds that we didn't update correctly.
I see.
So it's
Okay.
only 237. He's got 100, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So he's actually still in if he loses.
He is. All right. So, good point. I
those-
forgot that they were off slightly.
They're off based on who won those pots when the
Right.
chip counts were wrong. And Gary won a bunch of those, so he's higher than the computer shows. And he does. So he called with that. He's got the change left over.
Here
He's
we
got
go.
167.
Well, good luck to old man.
And I was like, no, I think we're in a flip situation.
Yep.
2 players.
All right.
Went all.
Good luck.
And Joseph is sitting in a pretty good spot.
Well, Joseph knows he's a 2-1 dog against whoever wins this hand.
All right, so any ace or any king, they're all still available.
Like the main hand, I was like, oh, right when you called, I was like, I just want to take this one down.
Yeah.
I don't want the race.
That's what I said. Old man did not want to race. He did not like it.
Nice playing.
And we're done.
Have a good
Old
night.
man taking the number 3 spot.
All right.
And then there were 2 heads up play.
You got to win the flips.
Yeah. So old man has already said he does want to play, or not old man, but Joseph has
Joseph.
already said that he wants to play it out.
And now he said that when they were evenly stacked and he had a slight chip lead. Now
Let's see what he does.
He's got a 2-1 basically. Gary's got 560 and Joseph's got less than 300. Does he still? Let's listen.
Oh, sounds like Chris might be doing action tracker right now.
Have a good night.
Good luck, y'all.
It's very possible, and he might be doing action tracker so that we can train more people. And Eddie's over there
Probably.
coaching him.
Yeah.
When it goes down heads up, but here you're the big. He's the small.
Right. So Stacy's
Correctly
explaining
explaining.
Yep. How it works when your head's up.
And this goes back to what we were talking about, is just the inexperience of
there's
players playing
so many
heads up.
people that don't know how this works because they don't get here.
That's right.
They chop it way before this. They chop it 4-handed, 5-handed, 3-handed for sure. Heads up always. They don't know how to play heads up. Now, Joe, he looks like one of these internet kids that might know how to play heads up and have confidence in his skill.
I like it. 100% of my experience with Joe is a fun one.
Yeah. The whole hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm a fan. Joe gets invited back.
Unlimited Love Tour. I think this 10 p.m. thing that's a sweet spot for us.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It was so fun. I don't know if the working Joe is going to do it on a Tuesday.
Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Just the boat. And trip twos for Gary. This gets in.
Oh, there's no
This
situation
gets
where
in.
this does not get all in.
Talk about a perfect setup of a hand. Oh, my goodness. Now, can you imagine a queen on the river?
Ace on the river chops, but it goes 2-2-2 ace queen. They're both licking their chops. Check, check. They're both trapping. Wow, what a setup, Stacy. Do you train her to do that?
It's just a skill.
Oh,
she
man.
just brings it to the game.
I don't know if you can teach that. She was so dirty like that Thursday.
Wow.
Oh, he thinks he's slow. He is slow playing.
He is. Yeah.
But Gary
legitimately
thinks he's trapping him.
And I don't think the diamond scares anybody.
No, because
At
nobody
no
bet the
point
diamond
do you
draw.
put Joseph on Jack Deuce.
It's going to be a raise and a re-raise and a call.
And then they flip position.
Yep.
C5 is all in.
Wow, does Gary actually get away from this? I'll be so impressed if he does.
No, let's listen. If he thinks Joe has a flush,
187.
he might fold. Mm-hmm. You never put Joe on a 2 right here because you have a 2 and there's only one left.
I'm sorry, 167.
He's like, I got to call. I mean,
167.
that he didn't snap call is a testament to how good Gary Six Killer is.
Yeah, and how analytical he could be. Juice.
Diamond, 4-5. Deuce 3, deuce ace, deuce jack.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's
You
just
know.
when your head's up. Most people, I think, when you flop trips, you just
Yeah,
get-
he said I have to call.
yeah. And now he's going to see. So they're going to completely flip-flop position. So Gary's now going to be behind.
That he didn't snap call with a fist pump
Yep.
like I would have done.
Absolutely.
Now Joey's up at 614 and Gary's down to 237.
Yeah, and now he sees at no point was he ahead in that hand from the flop on.
67.
Yeah, he was ahead one street pre-flop.
Yeah. So nearly 3-1 now. Wow. That is nuts. You can hear Joseph saying it.
15, 30, 30.
You are in hand 39 with a break coming up shortly.
It's going to go almost to 3 o'clock.
Gary just realized we both flopped a deuce. That's crazy.
He's replaying it. Now these stacks look a lot more even than what
The chip counts are off.
They are
on break.
quite a bit
I
more.
hope they go and get accurate chip counts.
Yeah. So if you're following along with us, don't follow with the chip counts because the stacks are much, much closer to 50-50 here.
Yeah, 15,000.
King 10, Queen 10. This is another big hand.
Yeah.
Race.
He's going to put 100 extra out there.
115.
115 big bet. That might be a tilt bet.
Well, and I think that's
I
what.
never fold Queen 10 suited heads up.
No, I don't either.
I mean, we're just going to get it all in.
Yeah. So Joseph is ahead in chips, but not significantly so.
They're close. He's got 1, 2, 3, 420, 30. Let's call it 450. He's got 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 375 to 460.
Oh, he does let it go. Wow. This is high level play.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. There's
Good
Chris in
fold.
his kimono.
I love it.
Yeah, you hear Joseph still saying he's down to
Yeah.
play it out.
Yeah. Hey, put that phone away. That's why we take phones away. I mean, just by habit.
Yes.
Like, I 100% know he's not cheating, but just because of habit and because of the optics, we take their phones away.
Yep.
Which we forgot to do because it was 2 in the morning.
And we rushed it.
We forgot.
We were so
weren't
excited.
ready.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to stream this.
Yeah, we were so excited. This was just such a fun tournament.
I switched from Crown to coffee just to do this.
I was prepared to come in and do it alone.
No,
Yeah.
it's way too fun.
I was ready to Iron Man it. So 7-4, gut shot straight draw to Joseph's bottom pair.
If we see a 5 on the turn, Joseph's
Oh my
got
goodness.
2
And
pair against
yeah.
a straight.
Absolutely.
5 bet 30.
Gary also has backdoor club draw. 30,000 is a great bet.
Yeah, certainly just to get curious and peek one more street. I love Stacy verifying this call, down stacking to make sure it's correct.
Ace of clubs. Gary gets closer.
Wow.
Why is it always the clubs that get there? This week on the stream, the club flush has gotten there so many times.
Nice.
He needs a 7, a 5, or a club. He doesn't get it. He does pair a 4.
Yeah, but I don't know that that's enough
No,
for Gary to
no.
get excited.
He improves his hand,
Yeah.
but it's just enough for showdown value now. Oh, he's going to bluff it.
Whoa. Now that I don't mind at all.
5-7 gets there.
And with his
The clubs
reputation
get there.
and the way he plays, I like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do I call with 6 high?
Not if I'm
No.
Joseph, I
he
don't.
shows the 6 and folds. He's like, this is no good.
I'm not going after Gary like
No,
that.
no.
What a
Not-
brilliant move.
The jack beats you, the 8 beats you, the ace beats you, the
Yeah.
club beats you.
I co-sign that.
If he flopped an open ender with a 5-7, that gets there. I mean, that was a great bet, Gary. I believed him, and I could see the cards. All right, they're going on break.
Yeah, they're saying we're still 15. 30.
Yep, which is correct. She's already started her shuffle.
You can see the iPad in front of her says they're on break right now.
Yep.
So,
Now I wonder, they have the option if they chose not to take their break, they could actually skip past it.
or they might say, hey, I need to run to the bathroom, and we'll skip half of the break or whatever.
Right. Absolutely. 10 bigs. That's
Yeah.
kind of the spot that they're at now.
Right.
Now that blinds are going up as well. And we
just
never
fold.
got to see it. Yeah.
We don't see him. He never did put him over his reader.
didn't.
So, and
They're
because of the
rushing
new
to break.
software update, we knew that we weren't going to see it because we didn't see it immediately.
Right.
All right. Yep, just like that.
Yeah.
They're going to go use the restroom. We can turn off the table mic, and I can minimize this, and we can turn this on. There it is.
And we're back.
Pajama party. I forgot I was sitting like this till I saw it.
Peeking open.
So
What a fun tournament.
this is really fun.
Yep. Down to heads up. We don't know how much longer it's probably going to last.
You know what we can do while they're
What are we
on
gonna do?
break? Did I show you all the pictures already of all the
We couldn't
players?
find them all. Yeah, you started looking, but we were in a
Okay.
rush because the game had started.
That's right. Didn't I do the pictures? Hold on a second. I didn't show you the pictures of the presents, right? And that's the one I was.
I saw the one of the stuffed animals
The
beneath,
tree.
but I didn't get to see everybody's contribution.
The tree was all from me.
Yeah.
That was. So here's. I'm gonna do this. I could do this two ways. I could show it to the camera. Here, hold that up to the camera like that.
All right.
Is that showing it very well? Not good enough.
Trying to see if it's going
Tilt
to.
it just a little bit to the up. No. All right, let's do this then. I'm gonna share that on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text that to myself and then pull it up so it'll be better.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a pile of toys in the
That's a fun sentence.
pile of toys.
It's a pile
I'm
of
gonna
toys.
Go bink. I'm gonna go bink. I'm gonna go bink. Oh, I'm gonna also send this one just for fun, so you know what kind of guy you got working for you. Let's go to Facebook over here. So I just sent that to myself in a text, in a Facebook message.
Yep.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. Oh, I also posted on my. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you'll see it there because that's where I posted. I'm like, I know I sent it to you, but I sent it to. I just posted it myself. If you like Poker
Look
House
at these.
Dallas. All right, so I'm gonna grab
Pictures
this
are
one.
so good.
I'm gonna go save.
Oh, I saw a
Save.
big-headed Captain America stuffy. Oh, water time.
So
The emergency run.
yes. So for funsies, let's go image. Let's go browse. Let's grab this one. This is the picture I tried showing you guys. Bink. These are all the gifts
No, I love this.
that the players brought. And then out of the 32 players, or 36 players, that didn't bring a gift, they donated $10.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so if you were watching the stream, the $300 stream, and wondered why Eddie, the Asian sensation, was all by himself, it's because I got a call and said, hey, we're out of water.
Yep.
And I'm in my pajamas.
Yeah, we got that call first, and she was saying, like, what can you do? And I was like, well, we want to help you, but I'm still probably an hour and 40 minutes out, so I don't think I can help you immediately.
Yeah, Amber said, we had 10 cases of water yesterday. We are out.
That's crazy.
We need water. And I'm like, all right, Eddie, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Walmart closes in 10 minutes. It closed, and let me turn that off. Let me turn that off. And we are back to playing. I walked in, and the police officer at the door said, hey, we close in 10 minutes. And I said, I just got to grab 10 cases of water. He goes, that's one per minute. And I ran out, and I go, I only got 8. He goes, well, you're 4 minutes early, so
You made good
it was
time.
funny. It was a good time.
That's awesome. Do you remember the days of KB toys?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So one time, I was much younger man at that day, but we realized KB Toys about 2 weeks before Christmas marks down, or I guess they marked down before they went out of business, a whole bunch of toys and put them in the very back of the store. So we got paid, went to, oddly enough, a poker game. So a friend and I, and we did well. And we took almost, I want to say, all but like maybe $200 of our winnings and wiped out every single aisle of the clearance of KB Toys to the tune of 3 full carts.
Nice.
Wheeled it out to our car and donated all of it, but we were so proud of ourselves.
That's awesome.
So
I love
we're
that story.
very early 20s, and now I'm just thinking, like, can we recreate that? So what toy stores are still out there?
And Joseph had a great hand, 7-8 suited, and Gary just folds 5 high. I like to do that, like especially after Christmas.
Yeah.
December 27th, 28th, I'll go into Target and just buy all of their clearance items.
Absolutely.
They stocked up on stuff that didn't sell, and my wife, it drives her crazy.
Really?
Because she's like, what are you looking for? I said, a good deal.
That's it.
I don't know
Value.
yet. Let
Just
me look
looking for
around
value.
and see. Oh, this says 70% off. I'm buying 6 of them.
Exactly right.
I don't know what it is, but 70% off.
I'll do something.
I'll figure this out.
That's exactly right.
I've got so much. I'm not looking forward to this move because I have so much junk.
Now, will you pack up everything yourself, or will you hire a company?
My goodness.
We have this debate all the time, but I'm at that age in life now, for me personally, where I'll just hire someone
I think,
and hope for the best. Moving is, for me, awful in the best of circumstances.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this. I spent the better part of the morning doing open houses today.
Oh, wow.
And
the search is on.
Yeah, I was like, it was all stuff that Chris, see, I haven't looked at all. I'm happy coming in here at 10 a.m. and leaving at midnight, and I'm just living my best life. But Kristen actually wants a house when she comes down. So she's looking
reasonable.
I'm weird. She's so demanding. I mean, what's wrong with the RV? But so she put all these houses on our list to look at. Ooh, this one has
all in the same type of areas, or
she's looking up in Plano.
Is she? The Collin County, kind of up north. Yep.
Carrollton. And I went, ooh, this one has a pool, and she goes, they're all going to have a pool.
It's part of the search.
Just, we're not looking at any house that doesn't have a pool. I'm not moving to Texas and not having a pool.
Very wise.
It's like, oh, this one has a pool.
Yeah.
They all will.
When you're in the land of 10 months of summer,
Yeah.
it's not bad to have a pool.
She goes, plot twist, they're all going to have a pool. Every house we look at will have a pool. That's not an accident and not negotiable.
Oh, she's awesome. Oh, getting frisky with the 2-4.
I like this. Heads up, he's on the button.
It's just position play.
Yeah, it's
Why not?
Just raise.
And it's hard to make a pair.
It's hard to make a pair.
Yep.
When Gary checks to you on this flop, you just bet and he folds.
Yep. It's hard to make a pair.
Oh. Plot twist.
Pump fake.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
You got me.
Speaking of plot twist, Gary's like, all right, let's bet 100K on this King 8 board.
Yep.
And
You
Joe's
got
like,
me.
never mind, I don't have that
We've
at
seen
all.
Gary do this a couple of times, and I like that. This is
nice.
Gary using his reputation.
Yes. He's doing 180 of what he did for the first 1 hour of the show.
Yeah.
And
Very aptly adjusted.
I don't know if on break they are instructed to get an exact chip count. Now, Chris might not know that because he's new enough
Right.
that he just doesn't know. Oh, I didn't know.
Well, let's see. I see almost 500,000 in front of Gary right now. What does it say that he... So it shows 480. I mean, that looks pretty close to what we see.
Then they might have on break.
Yeah. If
they
we
might
can
have went
see,
ahead and
when we get to
did
a
it.
shot of Joseph's stack, before he does anything, then we'll have a better assessment.
So that says 40. He's got 400.
Oh, he doesn't have an even stack. But
No.
this looks...
Oh!
Ace 9 versus Queen 10, and it's
might
all
be
in with a call.
irrelevant.
Here we go. And we are right at the 3 a.m. mark. We're 2 minutes early. Let's see what happens.
Six king. Joseph needs nothing. Gary
No.
needs a queen or a 10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now he needs a queen,
And the diamonds,
a 10,
but it can't be a
9,
diamond.
An ace. Diamonds don't matter. Joseph's ahead. Gary's
Oh,
got
Joseph.
to catch.
Oh.
Wow.
Look at
Joseph
that.
was ducking everything. Gary's
he-
got an open-ended straight and a flush and 2 live cards.
And ace high, take the check.
Wow.
Wow. My goodness. That is crippling. Well, Joseph has maintained from the very beginning of this table that he wants to play.
Yeah, he says, and they've asked him several times, "Hey, you wanna chop this up?" No, I don't.
And
I
I'll
don't-
say
I
this:
want to play.
we've seen the answer for both when he was behind and when he was
Yeah.
ahead on his stack.
No, we can
he has
play.
consistently just said he wants to play.
He's just confident in his abilities, or just really doesn't care about $300. I mean, and it's not even $300; it's like $150 if they chop it. Hey, it's 7 and 10. Let's both take $850. I don't care about $150. Like, I mean, what's that? A nice night out? I'd rather play.
Depends. I've learned the hard way. It can be an expensive night out. Yep. So Gary down to 2 bigs. At this point, he's just feeling the pressure, and Joseph doesn't want to build his stack up unnecessarily any more than he has to.
Well, my phone's dead, so I can't tell if we are getting anything in the chat. Juice says, good to see Joey and Gary the last 2, but I don't know how old that message was and if we've got anything past that.
Well, let's find out.
This says Joe's got a huge chiplet of 17 big blinds.
Nope,
Gary's
that's the last
4.
message.
That was, okay, so we're not losing anything yet.
Nope.
All right.
We're right on play. So blinds right now, 20, 40,000. So we can assess based on Gary's stack how accurate this is, but I think they are. Sounds like they're still having fun in the room. I hear loud claps.
So something new I realized like a couple weeks ago, if you don't delete them out of Action Tracker, it'll show you what their place was.
Nice.
And I was, oh, you know,
I like it.
I
I like to follow along just for memory.
yeah.
Ooh, clubs on clubs.
And then it'll show you, if you go payouts, it'll show you everybody who got what.
Yep, I like
So
that.
that's really nice.
That's fun.
That's a new thing that we realized, because normally with Action Tracker we're deleting them to clean up the Action Tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it there and it'll keep track for you. Hand 51. We've been heads up for a while. They went on break for a little bit.
Yeah.
We still got a dozen people in the chat at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
Really?
This is fantastic.
And I've been here since 5.
Bragger.
Well, Kristen, after our things, she's like, well, what are we doing now? I'm like, we're going to the club.
Whoops.
It doesn't start till 5. And I went, well, no, honey.
But there's prep.
When it starts at 5, that doesn't mean I walk in at 5. You know,
Right.
I got to get there. I got to print out.
That's exactly.
If you don't know and you're watching in the chat, we've upped the guarantees across the board. Our 7,500 is now 8,500. Our 2,000 is 3,000. Our 3,000 is 4,000. We've added the bounty tournament for Crazy Pineapple tonight.
Bigger and better.
Everything across the board. So I had to come in and update all of the structure sheets to print them out.
Thank you.
And update Poker Atlas. I struggle with Poker Atlas. If there's a glitch in there, it's my fault. I haven't caught it yet. But I spent a couple hours on it this morning, kind of looking at the details, making sure I have all the structures right, all the
That's awesome.
you know, because we just changed it all. We've been doing so well. We're like, hey, let's just up these guarantees. You know, we've been hitting them week after week after week. When I first got here in August, we were sweating guarantees every week.
We were sweating guarantees. And, I mean,
Now we're
even
doubling them.
up until this past month, we've been shuffling tournaments quite a bit. But I think we finally kind of found a mix that has hit an audience that is having a great time.
Yep.
So we didn't want to really change anything. We just wanted to add to it now.
Yeah.
So let's just keep going up.
And we tried stuff, and the double board bomb pot, and we did it for a few weeks. It faded out. We went, okay.
It did. It had some excitement, and I think there's room for maybe like the occasional monthly
something
fun tournament. Yeah. So now we're learning that they'll get burned out on it.
Yeah.
So they being our populace here in the room.
Yep. Joe needs a 7 or a 4, or Gary is going to double up. He's all in for 85K. There's 210 in the pot.
7 on the
Oh,
end.
wow.
And
Are we
that
done?
is it. Eliminated.
We're done.
And Joseph Sabo, the chop block champ, decides to take first place.
I love it that when he was down to 4 big blinds, he still said, let's play.
Yeah. Scott Friedman says 5K for Katie's game. Love it. Absolutely. Every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Katie's game. And that is it.
We're done. I got to get my wife home.
Well, let's make a quick exit. Thank you all for joining us on this impromptu game. I love it. I hope you guys had fun. If you didn't get a chance to make it out, we're going to do it again next Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Come
look
early,
for
bring toys.
Bring toys, bring cash,
money.
bring all of it. Bring
Yeah.
all the things.
I love it.
So bring
$900,
pajamas.
a stack of toys.
Yeah, come join us in the revelry.
Going Joey and Gary. It'll be super fun. Take a nap. So you
Prepare.
don't, get ready for it. But it was super fun. Anything else we got to talk about?
I think this is it. So
This is it.
tournaments, everything's just getting bigger, better, and going up.
Bigger, better. Cash games are going good.
And I said this on Thursday or Friday. I don't remember on one of the streams, but just start planning to spend your entire weekend here.
Ooh.
Every Saturday, Sunday.
So, speaking of planning,
Yeah.
Eddie brought this up on the last stream. We were going to do some kind of series in January. We're postponing that, pushing it back, maybe February tentatively.
So we have something fun that we're still cooking up for January.
I told them that, and I said I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to
Nope,
spoil it.
we're
But
gonna
we
tease
do
it.
have something going on.
So we are on the very tip of finalizing all of those details. So we are still bringing fun stuff for January, and it's going to be exciting. But the series that we had been talking about, we're going to move it to February. So that way, all of our team will be here. We aren't competing with those up north.
Yeah, Choctaw's going to have a big tournament.
They are.
WSOP.
And so
let's not fight that.
No.
I love it.
So let's not go against a gorilla that we don't have to, because we actually like to play anyway.
I love it.
So I've said this before, but we are players, all of us on the management team. So we like to take advantage of value when we see it exist in this community.
Yep.
So look for that in February, and look for something fun that no one else is doing in January.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not abandoning January at all. We just want to give the most time for success.
Yeah.
For our series.
Yep. Perfect.
We want to hit home
it.
runs.
All right.
Thank you all. Yeah. Have a great Sunday.
We are
Good
streaming
job.
Tomorrow the $1,500 max bet.
Next gen
6 to 10.
Always
if
fun.
If you want on the list, come on down. And Monday. $1 to $500 max.
Cash game stream?
Cash games for streaming.
$1 to $500 max. What time? Do you have a start time for that one yet?
So we've been doing 6 to 10, but we were talking about it and asking if it's better for the players, instead of starting at 6, go from like 7 to 11, 8 to midnight. What's
a little bit more time to get in? So what's the sweet spot? Yeah.
And so we're going to figure that out. But
all right.
if you want to play,
so a dinner time stream.
Yeah, and we're the only ones streaming a 1-2 game, a $500 max game for recreational players.
There's been a lot of chatter about that.
They like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so look for a cash game stream if you wanted to play a cash game and 1-2 is in your wheelhouse. $500 max. Monday.
Players in the room have priority over players who sign up on Poker Atlas. So
as they should.
If you want to get down here at 4 or 5 o'clock to make sure you get on that list right away,
yep.
I plan on that, or I would plan on that if I were you. That's it.
I like it. All right.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.